Claude Code 2.0, build anything. Today we're going to be looking at Build Anything. Today we're going to be looking at Claude 2.0 and the new agentic release of this. This is using Claude Sonet 4.5, and this is basically like a coding agent in your terminal that you can give it directions. So for example, if we open up the terminal here, you can see on the full screen that we can basically do a web search and then basically build anything we want. That could be a website, an app. I'm going to show you exactly how to use it and how to set up today, along with 3 video notes. So if you want to get all the copy and paste instructions from me, plus explain the video, then you can get that directly inside the AI Money Lab, link in the comments description. Essentially, if you're wondering, okay, what is Claude 2.0? What is it, etc.? How does it work? So it's a revolutionary AI coding assistant, and it's powered by Claude Sonnet 4.5, which literally just came out. Now I'm going to walk you through exactly how to use it and how to save time with it and how to use it and build anything with it. All right. So what is Claude 2.0? It's an autonomous agentic coding platform powered by Claude Sonnet 4.5, designed to transform how developers build software. Now, you don't need to be a developer to be able to use this, right? So for example, if you want to use this and you have no coding experience, that is okay, my friend. I'll show you exactly how I use it. And I'm not a coder at all, but it is quite easy for me to use and it doesn't require any sort of coding. That's a beautiful thing about using an AI agent directly inside here, right? As we go through now, you can see that basically you can help plan, code, test, and deploy things for you autonomously. So, for example, we exit out of here and we check out this website that I coded. Basically, all I said, and this was just like a one-click prompt, was research Julian Goldie and then go out and build a website for him, right? It was really easy and simple to do. So it doesn't take long to do. It is super simple and easy, and you can follow my step-by-step instructions today and just learn exactly how to use it. All right, so we're going to keep going through the slide notes right now. And essentially what you can also do is this works across multiple languages. So if you're trying to code in different languages, you can, you're not just restricted to English or something like that. And also this is CLI-First, right? So it works inside the terminal, but then you can also use it with Visual Studio Code as well. And you can see an example of how the terminal would look right there, okay? So as we go through this, in terms of what it can actually do, now it actually has checkpoints, so it automatically saves code states before changes. Basically, what that means is if you code something in and you don't like it, you can just roll it back, right? You don't need to be able to wait you don't mess up all your code if you make a mistake. Top of that, you've got Subagents, so you can delegate specific tasks to specialized AI systems inside there. You've got like webhooks and that sort of thing, Visual Studio Code integration, and it works really well. On top of that, you also have the Claude Agent SDK, so you can actually build custom AI agents inside Claude Code. And then you've got different ways you can use it. So you can use it inside, for example, you've got Claude Code over here, but you also have Cursor, and Cursor can use Claude as well. And then you have GitHub as well. And you can see the comparisons here in terms of how they work, right? So, for example, there's no native checkpoint system inside Cursor compared to Claude Code, according to this. And then in terms of real world case studies, like you could build invoice management, you could, for example, like fully automate videos. I've seen people do that on YouTube with it. Yeah, it's really cool. You've also got a bunch of shortcuts here. So you can actually use different shortcuts inside the coder and then just go on with it. Harsh says, hi, good to see you here. If you have any questions as we go along, feel free to ask. And yeah, we're just going to get straight into exactly how to use it. If you want to know how to get started, let me show you out, right? So basically, you're going to open up the terminal. All right, I'm just going to close it so you can see how I use it from scratch, right? I actually got the copy and paste instructions inside the AI Money Lab. And so, for example, what you want to first do is make sure you have Node.js installed. If you're on a Mac, you can just use a Mac installer. If you are on Windows, you can select Windows down here or Linux, whatever. All right. Once you've done that, then you're going to copy this terminal command and you're going to open up the terminal. I'm on a Mac, so I can just type in terminal inside here, type that in, and boom, that opens up Claude Code, right? And it says, do you trust the files in this folder? And it's using this folder, it uses Julian Goldie. We're going to click proceed. And then from here, we can keep on going. Now, from here, literally, it's so simple. You can press question mark and you see all these different examples that you can use for shortcuts here. But basically, if you want to just start vibe coding, let's say something super simple, okay, create an SEO calculator for an SEO agency. One page, landing page, something like that. It does connect to the internet as well. So when you're using this, you can connect to the internet too. But we're just going to go with the basics for now. Harshi says, should I have coding knowledge of yes? If yes, then how much to use it? So you don't need coding knowledge to use this, right? I literally don't know how to use code. I'm not a coder, I'm not a developer, don't really understand this stuff, but I can easily get this to start working its magic for me, right? And even once you've coded it out, you can just ask it to open it up for you. Now, the good thing about using Claude Code is that it's one of the most powerful coding agents in the world, if not the most powerful, if you look at that. You see, it's coded out the HTML like so. So that was really quick and easy. And then you can see here it says, you want me to create SEO agency calculator.html. We're going to click yes. And then from here, it's going to start opening up. All right. And then if you want to open up in the HTML, you can say open it. And that's going to start running. We're going to click yes. That's going to open up. And then you can see we have the SEO ROI calculator set up like that, right? If we switch this around, you can see this operates perfectly. No problem, right? Codes out perfectly first time. The UI is pretty nice. I mean, it's super simple and basic, but it does look nice. It's nice and clean. And how easy was that to do, right? It was just ridiculously easy. So if you want to learn exactly how to use this, let me show you how. And if you have questions as we go along, feel free to ask. All right. So Jordan Lee actually says, interested in your AI avatar course in the AI Profit Boardroom. So does it show how to use AI to make the videos that you're showing in the background whilst the AI avatar is speaking? And does AI generate the video as well, or just the AI avatar? All right. Basically, the AI avatar course inside the classroom here, inside the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments description. If you go to the 300K playbook here, you can see an example of the basic AI avatar video section right here, right? So this is how to create like your basic sort of AI avatar speaking head, and exactly how we do that. Now, if you want to automate the screen share along with the AI avatar like this, as you can see, then we actually have a full SOP right here that you can follow step by step. And we actually have an example tutorial video right here. So if you want to learn exactly how to do this and how to create the whole process, then you can get that right inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Link in the comments description. We do have, I don't want to pitch too much, but if people watching and you're like, maybe I'll get an AI Profit Boardroom, maybe I won't, etc. So we actually have a limited time, 48-hour only deal on the AI Profit Boardroom. And basically you get 4-in-1. So it's a 4-in-1 program. So if you buy the AI Profit Boardroom today, you also get for free the SEO Boardroom, which is normally $1,000 a year, the SEO Elite Circle. This is a Discord program, and this is a community on Skool with lots of courses. And you also get the Skool Accelerator program that basically shows you how I make, let's have a look here, how I make this much MR in the AI Profit Boardroom using the delivery on Skool, right? So if you want to learn exactly how I do this and get 4 for 1, you can get it. It's only available for 48 hours left, and we've only got 2 spots left. All right, so make sure you join right now. Okay, so God's Gift says, I have an app idea, but I don't know how to build it, and I don't have any capital. It is totally different from present apps. Please help me, brother. Are you interested? I will tell you my app based on the AI. Yeah, join the AI Profit Boardroom, man. You'll learn exactly how to use this stuff and build this stuff, right? If you have an app idea, then you can just build it with AI. There's nothing stopping you from doing that today. You don't, if you want help from me, you can join the AI Profit Boardroom. Harman says, yesterday and today I built in Claude 2 things which I have to do as a business owner weekly. First, make a report for my sales dashboard, and also dive tips over the staff. Yeah, that's it. So it is very powerful as a tool. So if we go back here as well, I've already shown you how to build a website, and I've already shown you how to build a calculator. All right. Now, what we could do is we can actually go to ChatGPT, and we'll come up with some app ideas based personally on me, right? So if say, knowing what you know about me, come up with some ideas. I'm going to hit enter. You've got some examples right here. So for example, like a AI YouTube title optimizer, we could use that. So if we go to the terminal now, just going to close this and then start again. If you want to get the video notes from today, go to the classroom, new AI automations, and then Claude Code 2. And then you can just copy and paste this for me. All right. So let's go back to terminal now, open this up. And then we'll say, right, okay, build a YouTube title optimizer. All right, so just to recap so far, I've already shown you how to build a website, already shown you how to build like a calculator app. Now I want to show you how to build like a more developed app, something you would build in Lovable, for example. Ankita says, since the course fee is expensive for Indian students, could you offer a discount? It's actually on a huge discount right now for the AI Profit Boardroom, right? If you join now, bear in mind, like you get 4 in 1, right? It's a 90% discount. I can't go much lower than 90%. So if you join now, you get a 90% discount. Again, this is only available for this weekend. If you click the link in the comments description, scroll down, you'll see access to it right here. But yeah, it's a 90% discount. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good already for the discount, to be honest, unless you want me to go 100%. And Jay says, which platform is best to build a CUA, a computer using an AI agent? Which platform is best? Yeah, so if you saw me do it the other day, then you would have seen, and if you haven't, then check out the AI Money Lab or the AI Profit Boardroom for the trainings. But if you haven't, then you want to check out what would I say? Yeah, I would recommend checking out Nano Browser. Nano Browser is pretty good for getting your AI agents to control your browser and computer and everything like that. So I would recommend that. All right, so now it's coming up with the YouTube title optimizer. You can see it's building out right here. And then it plans out the tool, right? So it's got like a planning stage, a research stage, code installation, a deployment stage as well. I can do it all inside here. And the cool thing about this is it's super clean, right? Super clean and easy to do. So you could mock up like a one-page website in the space of 1 or 2 minutes just using this, right? So if we click on open now, it's ready to go. See it's like seasoning. Code Zero says it's worth it. Tons of stuff out there. Code Zero is a great member inside the AI Profit Boardroom, so I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. And then we're going to open this up now. And boom, look at that. YouTube title optimizer right here. All right. So you can plug in your title, plug in your keywords, and then you're good to go. So let's say, for example, we're looking at one of my latest live streams and we've just built this app literally on the go, right? So if we take this right now, we're going to plug that into the YouTube title. Then I'm going to put in the target keyword, which is Claude 2.0, which is what I want to rank on Google. And then if we type in analyze title, you can see that it gives us a bunch of ideas for optimizations, right? So just to be clear here, what we've done is we've found a personalized recommendation from ChatGPT because it knows us and understands who we are. Then in one single prompt, and it's an extremely basic prompt, we have said, build a YouTube title optimizer. It's gone off. It's done it on a live stream. So it's under pressure here. It's got to get it right. And it's just done it perfectly. And it's insane how good Claude Code is. And most people are too intimidated to open something up in their terminal. I know that. Like, I know there's a lot of advanced coders who are inside the AI Profit Boardroom, and there's a lot of guys who are watching this and going, how can people feel intimidated by this? But even when it comes to just using your terminal, most people are just, they can't be bothered or they don't understand how to use it and that sort of thing. So it's really simple and easy to do. What else we got here? Harmon says, I'm running out of Claude lines constantly. Do you have any tips? Also, just one prompt. You can see today, like, how easy that was, right? Like, we just built out a full app, personalized to exactly what we need, and literally took 1 or 2 clicks. Super simple. I wouldn't recommend, like, building anything too crazy. You're not going to build, like, Microsoft or Windows or something like that with it, but for this sort of stuff, it works very well. Jay says, with NA10, we can make CUA AI agent that handles complex tasks. Yeah, so if you want to see that, I actually got a training inside the AI Money Lab, right? So if you type in AirTop here, go to the classroom, and you will find, let me have a look here. Go to the classroom down here, go to NA10 automations, scroll down, and then browser use agent. And using NA10, you can see that we actually give you the full breakdown, prompt examples, and a complete JSON file of how you can install AirTop and its automation directly into NA10. So if you want like your AI agent with NA10 to control it, that's how you can do it. Pretty simple and easy. And just to recap now, so we built an SEO calculator, we built out a website, we built out this personalized app to me on exactly what I need, right? And it actually works, like you can see today. So what else can we do with this? So I'm going to say, okay, give me some ideas, knowing what you know about me, of games that would be fun to build with Claude 2.0. All right. OmniPower says, can you compare Claude's AI browser versus Perplexity? Actually, this is only available for a few people in the world because it's actually on a research beta. So I think you're talking about the browser use extension, and the browser use extension is not available for everyone for Claude. I'm still on the wait list, and I'm like, I use Claude a lot, right? Like I show it in my videos all the time, and even I haven't been invited to use it. So it's not available for everyone, sadly. And yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really, but yeah. But What you can do is you can use Perplexity, comment straight away. So if you don't have access to Claude Code yet, you can get access straight away to comment. I've actually got full training inside the AI Money Lab. So if you type in comment here, you'll find it, right? Shows you exactly how to get it. And using comment, this basically uses your browser for you. So you can send emails, for example. It can control your browser. It can summarize YouTube videos. It can even do your shopping for you. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I did a full live stream on it earlier yesterday. So definitely recommend checking that out. All right. So let's start a new project here. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to build this game rank wars. All right. So we're going to take that. I'm just going to have a look at this and see, okay, is it a one-player game and is it going to be interesting for a live stream? So let's see what we can do. I'm going to say turn it into something more playable, like Pong, or for example, what else would be good? Space Invaders style game, or Snake, etc. Right, and then we still want personalized recommendations, but we want something that's actually going to be fun and interesting. All right, so for example, SEO Invaders, or Automation Snake, or MRR Runner. That sounds fun. All right, so let's take that. I'm going to copy this. And then we're going to go to here and say build this game, paste in the instructions from Claude, from ChatGPT. All right, so it's giving us the instructions on the game. And then we're going to start building this out. Now, again, this is going to be more complex. This is much more likely to break and be less usable, but let's test it out. I'm feeling brave today, so we'll see if it's any good. And if you have any questions as we go along, feel free to ask. Laura says, what do you think is better, or which one do you use, Gemini or ChatGPT? So day to day, I use ChatGPT for most like just quick personal tasks, like you can see with this one. Reason for that is just it has so much data on me and it understands me so well, right? So it's one of the best things for that. However, if you want to code something out, then I would recommend Gemini or Claude. It's very rare that I actually use ChatGPT for coding out. I actually tried to use it for an NA10 workflow this morning that I did a live stream on, and it was terrible compared to Claude. Claude could actually give me something, a JSON file that I could use in NA10, right? But ChatGPT was nowhere near. It was way, way off. So yeah, that's my opinion. And whilst waiting for this to load, you can use Claude Desktop as well. If you've ever used this, you can use Claude Desktop as well. And that's a bit easier to do than something like this. And obviously as well, you can get access to Claude inside Claude.ai as well, but it's not really a coding agent. This is more just like better for writing, better for learning. It can do basic code, but it's not going to code locally like the one inside your terminal. This is more like a CLI. Actually, it says, I often get confused that as a student, which tool I should use and for what purpose, as the new ones keep coming. Any advice for me? Yeah, so that was a problem that we found with a lot of people inside the AI Profit Boardroom. So a lot of members were coming to us. We're at 1,600 members now. And basically, inside the AI Profit Boardroom, what we actually did is there were two common things, right? Number one was people just getting overwhelmed. So people have shiny object syndrome when it comes to AI. And they're like, I want to use that tool, and then this tool, and then that tool, and then this tool, right? And that plays out really well on YouTube, but it doesn't play out in real world for business, right? And what you want to do instead is use this updated tools list that you can see inside the AI Profit Boardroom here, right? So you can get this updated list of tools that I personally use and vet, so you never feel overwhelmed and you reduce the costs of your subscriptions. So that's what I recommend. You can get it inside the AI Profit Boardroom inside the Start Here post. All right, Code Zero. Let's have a look. Laura says, do you think that the AI gold rush is real? So is it true that what the CEO of NVIDIA said, that there will be more millionaires in the next few years with AI than there were millionaires from the internet? I don't know. NVIDIA are great at marketing, right? Like they're so good at marketing that here's the way that I see it. If we look at like the past 2,000 or 6,000 years, it was, if you had to summarize it in one sentence, it was difficulty mixed with opportunity. So like times were really hard, life is really hard, and then there's a lot of opportunities that come with that, right? As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you're just solving problems all the time, right? I think it's going to be the same with AI. It's like there's going to be lots of opportunities, but it's also going to be a really difficult time because people are losing their jobs. People are more distracted than ever. People are less focused than ever. People do less deep work, which is where your highest quality work comes from. And it's a mixture of, if you can see the right opportunities and if you focus on the right things, then the world is your oyster. I think we live in a world where we're so blessed, really, because we can go out and we can do anything that we want. We can achieve anything we want. I can do a live stream now and I'll reach thousands of people just from the comfort of my own home. That's an amazing opportunity. I think with AI, it's going to get harder and easier at the same time. So let's open this up now. Code Zero says stick to one, ChatGPT, master it, then compare results with other models. You understand what to use for which task. Yeah, 100%. And John, long time no see, John says, wow, he's alive. Okay, thanks so much. And John says, AI has such potential. Look at this year's developments. How many times has Julian said insane about developments? How many times my AI clone said insane? That's a real question. He said it a lot, my friend. All right. So you want to see something here? I actually thought that the Claude code wouldn't be able to do this because I know I'm 99% sure like other stuff like ChatGPT or Gemini would fail at this task so much. But Claude absolutely crushed it because we've got the new update from Sonet and that powers Claude 2.0, right? Claude Code 2.0. So if we open this up, this is the MR game and we went from idea to game in the space of what, 5 minutes? It's insane. Like that is genuinely insane. John's going to take the mick out of me, but I would agree that it's insane. Code Zero said insane became normale, 100%. And we're going to click here. So we've got basically an MR count with a distance in terms of meters. All right. So we can jump. Boom. Let's jump. It's actually pretty hard, mate. You can slide down. Look at that. Slide down, mate. Oh, heavens to Betsy. But we got to 5K MR and we traveled 2,495 meters. This is an addictive game, right? And it actually looks quite cool if you look at it. It's like, it's so easy to use. The colors are pretty cool. It works super smoothly. Look at this. We're just racking up the MR. It's like Mario Bros. And how easy was that to build, right? Again, I don't code. I don't know even what I'm doing when it comes to code, but I built something locally in the space of a couple of minutes on a live stream with no mess ups. And Code Zero says Super Mario. That's exactly what it reminded me of. It feels and looks like Super Mario. So wild stuff, my friends. Wild stuff. I don't want to say insane because John will just start laughing at me. So let's see what else we can build here. Okay. So we've built out a game, a calculator, an app, and a website in literally the space of how long? A couple of minutes, something like that, in the space of 20 minutes or 30 minutes, something like that. Code Zero said that's a good idea for a failed page load like the one Chrome have. And then Harshit says, looks very nice, easy to build, something which is useful. 100%. All right. So we actually built quite a few useful things there because, for example, we built out the YouTube title optimizer, which I would use personally every single day. We built out the MR game, which is related to my personal position. Obviously, we're growing the school on the AI Profit Boardroom. And then also we built out the website, which I would personally use, and it is better designed than my personal website. Pretty crazy. And this is all built out locally. And you can see you don't need to do anything fancy here. Like anyone can do this. Anyone can just go in here, copy and paste some instructions from ChatGPT, and then get started. So hopefully that helps you. All right. Mohammed Faisal says how to make money with AI. So if we want to learn how to do that, the best place to learn this stuff is inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Basically, we actually have, as soon as you get in there, we have our top 5 ways to make money with AI, right? So you can see here, we actually break it down step by step. And there's quite a few members who have followed that and got really good results, which is awesome. You can see even in, for example, if we share the affiliate wins here, let me find these. Here we go, affiliate wins. So we've had some really good ones recently. We've been doing a lot of live streams, training and that sort of thing. Jesper got 2 affiliate sales from 1 video on YouTube already. Yeah, and it's just working really well. Yeah, would definitely recommend checking out the AI Profit Boardroom if you want to learn that sort of stuff, all right? It's the best place to be. That's also If you're interested in how do you leverage AI to grow your business, how do you leverage AI to achieve bigger things with what you want to do? For example, we use pretty much only AI avatar videos on our YouTube channel, right? And you can see how much revenue we're driving. Bear in mind, that's not calculated the last 2 days. So it's only for 26 days, right? It's only for what, 80% of the month, right? And you see how much we make per month. So over the course of a year, it can rack up quickly, and you can also scale this stuff. So yeah, that gives you an idea. And if you want to learn our processes and our systems, then get the app. So let's come up with something else now. We've built out a website. Let's try something else. So I don't know if can Claude Code use your browser? I'm not sure if you can. I want to actually ask it, can you use my browser? I think there's like an extension you can actually install to use your browser autonomously. And I know like the Claude offline can open your browser as well, but I don't think Claude Code 2.0 can without installing like an extra sort of plugin. If you want to learn exactly how to do that, we've actually got inside the AI Money Lab the instructions on how to get Claude to work more autonomously, right? And basically inside here, you can see that Claude can now actually use native VS Code extension that brings Claude Code to a place where it can basically control your browser, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So it's available inside VS Code. So let's keep going now. What else are we going to do next? Let's say, right, okay, give me some more ideas and stuff I can build that would help me with more code. And the reason that I asked ChatGPT first is I want to get stuff that you can actually find useful, right? There's no point having stuff that you wouldn't use. There's no point showing you use cases where it's like not that practical. So that's basically why I'm trying to do it. I think like one thing that would have been really good for me back in the day is a tutor, like a language tutor, that sort of thing. So for example, if we close terminal up now, then we open it back up. And then we'll say build a Chinese flashcard tutor app like Duolingo. You should be able to do that. So you can see it's creating the HTML structure with game modes and UI elements. If you press Command and plus, you can actually zoom in on the terminal as well. And this is using Claude 2.0, as you can see at the top there. Just whilst we're waiting for that to load, let me talk you through some other opportunities. So Mohammed said, okay, how do I earn money with AI? So here's a list of all the best ways I personally use AI to help us monetize. All right. So let me just run you through some ideas. Number one, okay, YouTube AI avatars. All right. And if we pulled up my dashboard, again, how much do we make per month from that? Let's have a look last month. So we'll have a look at September, see how much we made. Yeah, so you can see how much we made on the dashboard right there from YouTube. All right. And so that's opportunity number one. Opportunity number two is X, right? X.com. So if you go to X.com and you're posting content, you can actually monetize your X profile. And it's pretty quick to build these up. Now, not only do you actually make money with X itself, but also you can send traffic to your website or to your funnels inside the bio link as well. So you can see here, and also in the pinned post here, right? So you can see here in this pinned post, we can send traffic to our sales pages and our funnels. So if you go down to, for example, more monetization, you can see how much revenue we actually make per month or every couple of weeks here. Right? So these are some of the ways that we monetize with AI as well. So for example, from here to here's how much we made, right? So if you said, okay, from August 16th to August 30th, here's how much we made. Okay, so let's just put a realistic cap on this. Let's call it one based on those two. And these are not typical results. We are outliers. And for some reason, we do very well on social media. But even if you got 10%, that's pretty good. So I would say, listen, that's how much we make per month, right? And what's that per year? Per year, all right? And then YouTube per year, let's see how much you make from that. And these are all real figures that I've shown you and I've been transparent about. So those are two different opportunities. Another opportunity that I think is great is you can actually leverage AI to build school communities, and then you can grow your MR using those school communities. Now, the way that I think school works really well with AI, right, with building a community, you can use AI to help you market, right? So you can use it for marketing on X and YouTube, whatever. You can also use it for answering posts. So you can build like a custom GPT. I actually show how to build custom GPTs inside the AI Boardroom. And then finally, we actually use AI for creating the course content itself, right? And so every part of a community with school, you can use these 3 ways to monetize as well. Right? So those are like top 3 opportunities that I think would help the most. And the reason that I say that is like I've started two different school communities. Now you can see how much we make from this school community. This is the SEO Elite Circle, right? So per year, that is this much. All right. And these are not typical results again. You have to work hard, you have to put the effort in, you have to practice and learn and fail and put yourself forward and everything else, right? And then this is how much we make with school here, right? As you can see, this is a real screenshot, a real dashboard, right? So that's per month. If we times that by 12, what's that? This much. Okay. Again, we are like crazy outliers. Like I think we're just very good at marketing or something like that. We got a great team, or I don't know, or maybe I'm just very lucky. Okay, something like that. But those 3 are my top 3 ways to make money with AI. And I've personally tested every single one of them. Now, if you want to learn how to do that, go inside the AI Profit Boardroom, right? There's a limited time discount, 48-hour deal I've already shown you. And then inside here, you're going to study from the x.com automation, which is number 2 over here. All right. And then also, if you go inside here and you go to the avatar section, you can see how we build these AI avatar videos for YouTube, which is method number 2. So they're both covered. And then if you want to learn how to make money with school, we actually have a 48-hour deal where you can get our school accelerator program, right? Which is basically an invite only opportunity to join the founder circle of the school accelerator program, right? It's the only way to join right now. So if you want to get access to all of these 4, we have a 90% discount right now. And I can see we actually have a new member who joined whilst we're on the live stream, which was Jordan Lee. So welcome, Jordan. And so we actually only have 1 spot available on that deal. All right. So make sure you get it now before you miss out, because we had 2 spots. Now we've got 1 spot gone already from the live stream today. So yeah, there you go. So let's go back to Claude Code Terminal now. And then we're going to create the Chinese tutor HTML, like you can see. In the meantime, we'll answer some of these. So Ankita says, when you give a simple prompt, ChatGPT should provide the full proper setup idea. When I try it now, it's not responding that way. I would just edit the instructions or just tell it exactly what you want, right? So if you have an idea of what you want, just tell it exactly what you need. Okay, so it's created that. I'm going to say open it up, open Sesame. Code 0 says affiliate 2 can be used on the YouTube video 100%. And Laura says, in the AI gold rush, should I be the one who looks for and sells the gold, or the one who sells the pickaxes for the people who are searching gold? Ideally, you're doing both, right? Like for me, like I help people learn how to use AI, but at the same time, you can see that with Twitter, with YouTube, etc., I use AI as well to grow my business, right? So ideally, use both, but you can only do one before you do the other, and you can't do them both at the same time. So we've got the flashcards app right now, as you can see. So I think that is ni hao. Yep. Hello. Look at that. I can read Chinese people. I can be genuinely, I'm not making it up. I don't just say it to make myself look high status. Like, I can read a little bit of Chinese. That's xie, which is thank you. There we go. All right. And zaijian, which is goodbye. Okay, great. 3 out of 3. Boom shakalaka. That is the manly nice Chinese. So you can see how Claude Code just gets everything right. Code 0 says, learn how you can provide value around AI and how you can distribute your value. Money is a byproduct. That 100%. It's created with effort and value. Efi says, your YouTube content is really good, like the AI news, and so really useful. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Jay Gamer says, which coding agent is the best for making super AI agent? So my favorite like AI super agent is GenSpark, right? So for example, today I actually created those slides you saw earlier using GenSpark, right? So this explainer over here that explains to you exactly what Claude Code is and everything else. This was built in GenSpark. It goes off, it does the research, it does the design, etc. And then I can come back in 5 or 10 minutes and we're good to go on that. All right. Full tutorial inside the AI Profit Boardroom for that. And then Code Zero says, he is the AI avatar doing the live. One day that is coming, my friends. All right, so I've shown you all these different ways that you can use Claude Code. It's now just down to you to go out and use it and actually implement. I would say it's pretty much flawless when it comes to coding out. I've never seen such a powerful model, and I've never seen anything that's just so useful, right? You didn't see it mess up at all there. You didn't see the designs look trashy. You didn't see any like bugginess with Claude Code. It just nails it. You tell it what to do, and it's just boom, sure, I'll get that done for you. So it's absolutely amazing. And John says, I love the live broadcast. Brilliant. Even when they get insane. Appreciate that too. And the final thing I'm going to top this off with is just, we'll get 50 use cases for Claude Code that would be helpful for entrepreneurs. All right. And then what I'll do is I'll put that inside the video notes today so that you've got the instructions and resources, the useful resources and guides on how to use Claude Code and all its other features plus shortcuts. You also got the explainer presentation right there. You can see all the other trainings on the left-hand side. So there's loads of other free trainings. It's absolutely crazy. And then you've also got 50 use cases for Claude Code as well in a business environment based on what's working for me, right? You can see all those different cool use cases that we had today. So feel free to get that link in the comments description to the AI Money Lab, completely free if you want the 50 use cases and everything else. And what I'm also going to do is insert the video tutorial from today in there too. So let's do that. Copy this video, plug that in, and then we're going to hit save. Boom. All right. And Ankita says, I'll definitely join your course in the next discount. I also want to build something amazing like you. Appreciate that, Ankita, and hope to see you in there. And yeah, that's basically it. Laura says, I have vacation, 7 days. What is the best way to make money with AI in those 7 days? Doesn't have to be much, but just so I see that it works. Yeah, so like I said, in the AI Profit Boardroom, we actually show exactly how to do that. We show our fastest ways, as you can see right here. So we show you the fastest ways. And then also I've shown you a bunch of different methods that you can use today as well. All right. So disclaimer, like you always want to have a long-term mindset when it comes to growing revenue, right? Nothing works straight away. Everything takes time and it always takes longer than you expect. That's just life. Like even the gym or even learning Chinese or even learning how to use AI, like everything takes longer than you expect. But if you're in it for the long haul, you want a lifetime skill that's going to help you for the rest of your life, then isn't it worth it? Isn't it going to pay over 1,000,000 times over? 100%. So feel free to get the AI Money Lab notes completely free. And then make sure you get the the 40% discount. So you get a 90% discount and it's a 4-for-1 deal, right? So you get these 4 deals, these 4 communities, and it's a 4-for-1 deal and you save 90% off, right? And there's only one spot left because Robert Lee already took one. So make sure you sign up now before you miss out. Link in the comments description. And do not wait until Monday to join because that's when the discount has expired. All right. Jay says, is CUA computer using agent, AI agent, and controls on computers to make such advanced AI agent work 24 hours? Apparently, what I heard is that Claude Code can go for 30 hours or something like that. Yeah, this you can see here, Claude Sonnet is better at following instructions and can code on its own for up to 30 hours straight. Pretty wild stuff there. In terms of computer use, I don't think it's right at that point yet. However, it's coming and it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, feel free to get that link in the comments description and appreciate you watching. Cheers. Bye-bye.